We begin tonight in France. That is where President Joe Biden is for the 80th anniversary of D-Day. He and other world leaders are there honoring and remembering all who took part in the Allied invasion that helped to bring about the end of World War II. But Biden's trip comes as the deadliest fighting on the continent since World War II continues in Ukraine. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen.
Tracy, President Joe Biden arrived in Paris today. His visit comes as allied countries struggle to find ways to turn the tide against Russia, which has recently gained ground on the battlefield against Ukraine. The president also trying to demonstrate steadfast support for European security.
President Joe Biden steps off Air Force One in France after an overnight trip to Paris. The French delegation welcoming him for several days of memorials and celebrations. His first big event comes tomorrow with a trip to Normandy. That's where the president will commemorate the 80th anniversary of the Allied landings there, which paved the way for the liberation of France and Europe. A group of American World War II veterans also traveled to France to mark the massive, historic Allied invasion of June 6, 1944.
I felt that mankind had lost its way.
Even those who survived paid a terrible price.
My mother and father gave you my four elder brothers. We lost one, and he's buried in Lorraine.
Friday, President Biden plans to give a speech during his overseas trip about the importance of defending freedom and democracy. This comes as Ukraine is locked in a battle trying to halt Russia's invasion. President Biden will get an update on the war this week when he meets with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in France. At the U.S. State Department, we heard more today about the situation overseas.
It's Russia that's the aggressor here. It's Russia that is rolling its military equipment right up to the border and using it to shell civilian targets, and we think it's appropriate that Ukraine be able to defend itself.
And looking ahead to Saturday, the French president will roll out the red carpet for Biden, holding a formal state dinner for the American president.
Now, President Biden returns to the U.S. on Sunday, and up next, the G7 summit in Italy. And then next month, there's a NATO summit here in D.C.